Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. How many hours did you spend on content this week? Not just writing it, I mean the whole thing. The staring at the blank page, writing something that feels too strong, deleting, opening ChatGPT, typing a prompt, reading what comes back and thinking, that sounds nothing like me. The rewriting, the scrapping, the starting over, the guilt of not posting because nothing felt right. If the answer is too many, you're not alone. And you're not bad at content, and you're also not wrong for trying to get help from AI. You're just using AI wrong. Stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to show you is going to change the way you create content permanently. Here's what is actually happening right now. When you open ChatGPT and you type something like, write me a LinkedIn post about leadership, and what comes back is fine. It's grammatically correct, it's pretty, it has a hook, a call to action, and it literally sounds like every other AI generated post on the internet. So you spend another 45 minutes rewriting it, injecting your personality, fixing the tone, removing words you'd never use, and by the time you're done, you have spent more time editing AI than it would have taken to write the thing from scratch. Meanwhile, the content treadmill keeps spinning. LinkedIn posts, Instagram captions, emails, sales pages, newsletters. Every single piece requires your brain, your time, your energy, because the moment you hand it off, it stops sounding like you. Right now, you're probably spending hours editing drafts from either AI or your team that still don't sound like you. You are watching competitors post daily and everywhere while you struggle with blank page dread for one platform. You're worried your audience can tell your content is AI generated. You're burning out from creating everything manually because delegation failed. And you're frustrated that AI tools forget your brand every single session. And here's the literal worst part of all of this. Every day you continue writing everything manually, you are trading hours you will never get back. Hours that could be spent on strategy, on clients, on the people and things that matter the most. But here's what people miss. AI isn't the problem. Lack of clear voice instruction is. We are living in the biggest content leverage window in history. AI tools are more powerful than ever and evolving faster than ever, but most founders are using them wrong. They type a prompt, they get generic output, they assume AI just doesn't work for their voice, so they go back to writing and doing everything manually. But the founders who are quietly winning, they understand something critical. AI defaults to generic internet voice unless you train it otherwise. A structured voice identity file changes everything about AI output quality. And founders who install voice constraints produce content that is on par with their own writing. This creates a huge advantage. Authentic content at scale without burnout. But this window won't stay open forever. The founders who build their systems now compound that advantage for years. And those who wait will keep fighting the same content battle, knowing you need to show up, but not having the capacity to do so, and being constantly exhausted and feeling guilty because of it. I know this because I lived the painful version first. My name is Lisa. I am the CEO and director of Her Rise Co. And there was a time when from the outside it looked like I had made it. I was leading a 7-figure sales organization doing up to $250,000 of revenue a month. I had a large team, a growing customer base, momentum, recognition, and from the inside, I was drowning. I was working around the clock, creating content, writing emails, training my sales team, responding to customers, handling admin. Every growth lever in my business ran directly through me. If I stopped, everything slowed. If I stepped away, things broke and hit the fan. Content creation was the most time-consuming part of my workload. So I delegated that first, thinking I was being smart. I hired a VA, I handed over my branding, my story, my voice guidelines, and she understood on paper. But what came out was not me. The posts were technically fine, but flat. The emails sounded like a stranger, and my audience felt it before I did. Engagement dropped, leads slowed, and sales fell. Then came the moment that made me wish there was a cliff to jump off of. My VA accidentally put the wrong link in my emails, sending the client list I had built for over 4 years to someone else's website. And by the time I caught it, it had already been happening for 3 months. Revenue dropped so far that I had to choose between paying my VA and paying for groceries. That sucked. I eventually let that business die, not because I wanted to, but because I did not at the time have the capacity to resurrect it while protecting my children and my peace through what ended up being a very painful and long divorce and custody battle. But I was never done being an entrepreneur. After the dust settled, I helped a friend build a business from the ground up. Using modern automation, I built the brand framework, client journey, and automation infrastructure. And to my delight, the system held without constant intervention. Revenue came in, and the founder was focused on what he did best. And he never had to step outside of his zone of genius to make sure that the business kept running. Then AI matured, and I realized something that I wish somebody would have told me years earlier. Hiring an assistant or VA or copywriter, they can imitate you, but properly trained AI can actually learn your voice pattern and duplicate you. I started building brand voice frameworks and feeding them into AI. Tone, beliefs, phrasing, band words, positioning. AI helped draft content that sounded just like the founder and not just a template. Today, my life looks nothing like it did during my burnout season. I can run multiple businesses without burning out. I can drive my kids to therapy. I can cook dinner and take real vacations without posting or writing drafts at 5 a.m. in a hotel bathroom. Yes, I did that. I built this system because I know what it costs not to have it. So let me introduce you to the Founder Voice AI system. This is not another prompt pack. This isn't a list of templates, and this is not a generic AI course that teaches you to write better prompts. This also isn't a $99 subscription that writes posts for one platform. The Founder Voice AI system is a structured plug and play step-by-step installation process that extracts your unique voice DNA and permanently trains ChatGPT, Claude, or any AI of your choice to replicate how you think, write, and communicate in less than 60 minutes. And the best part, the assets that we create in the 60 minutes are fully transferable. You can use them in ChatGPT, Claude, hand them over to a copywriter, or use it in whatever AI ends up being the flavor of the month, and you get the same results. Once you lock this in, you never have to start from scratch ever again. Here's exactly what you get. In Pillar 1, we're going to extract your founder voice DNA. This is at least a $97 value. We take hours with a linguistic psychologist and condense it into seconds. Using linguistic forensic analysis, you will extract the complete psychological and communication blueprint of how you think, speak, and teach. This becomes the identity file your AI uses to replicate you perfectly. In Pillar 2, we install your Founder Voice AI. We charge done-for-you clients $197 for this. Transform ChatGPT from a generic assistant to a trained extension of your thinking. Your AI will permanently be configured with your voice constraints, identity directives, and compliance protocols. In Pillar 3, we create your content generation engine. This is conservatively a $147 value. The end result of this step is equivalent to an hour with a top branding strategist. You teach AI what you want to talk about, your authority lanes, your topic clusters, teaching patterns, and idea frameworks. Your AI will generate unlimited on-brand content ideas on demand. And in Pillar 4, we install your authority amplifier system, a $197 value. You install your thinking patterns, how you form insights, how you challenge assumptions, and create authority level content. This is where AI stops producing helpful content and starts producing authoritative content that actually stands out. Pillar 5 is where we install your content production workflow, another $147 value. You will generate 30 days of finished, organized posts in ready to deploy format. Your total monthly production time gets chopped down to 10 to 20 minutes. And as a bonus, in Pillar 6, we are going to activate your Founder AI operating system, a $297 value. Your AI stops becoming a content tool and becomes a strategic thinking partner here. It will now be able to provide decision support, offer creation, positioning refinement, and framework development, all in your voice. That is $1,082 in total value, and we are not done. When you grab the system today, you also receive 3 fast action bonuses. The CEO Brain Doc Builder, a $97 value. A guided AI interview process that creates a comprehensive brain document capturing your expertise, beliefs, frameworks, and stories. Even if you don't have a ton of existing written content, this extracts your thinking so AI has enough signal to replicate your voice accurately. The Voice Evolution Toolkit, a $67 value. This is a complete set of maintenance commands and protocols for continuously evolving and improving your Founder Voice AI over time. Voice audit prompts, pattern reinforcement commands, band phrase updates, and monthly maintenance schedules. The Instant Authority Content Pack is a $47 value. Pre-built prompt frameworks for generating LinkedIn authority posts, Instagram captions, email broadcasts, and newsletter editions, all configured through your Founder Voice AI. That brings the total value to $1,293, and you are getting all of it today for just $27. And I'm taking all of the risk off of the table. Complete the Founder Voice AI system. Follow the 6 pillars, and if you do not produce 30 pieces of on-brand content and a branded usable AI by the time you finish, I will refund every penny. No hoops, no interrogation, no hard feelings. The only way you can lose is by not trying. So here's where you stand. Path 1, continue writing everything manually. Spend hours editing AI drafts that never sound right, stay on the content treadmill, keep wishing you could be posting on more than one platform. 6 months from now, face the same blank page, same frustration, same burnout. Path 2, install the Founder Voice AI system today. In 60 minutes, have a trained AI that writes like you, thinks like you, and produces a month worth of content in minutes. Reclaim your time, protect your voice, and be able to scale without sacrifice. There are thousands of people that do what you do. coaches, consultants, and founders teaching and sharing similar things, but only one who does it the way you do. Your voice is your competitive advantage. Protect it, scale it, and deploy it. At $27, this is less than a single hour with a copywriter, less than 1 month of most AI tools, less than last week's dinner out at Applebee's. And this price will not last. As AI platforms evolve and we update the system, the price goes up permanently. Lock it in today, and every future update will be included. Click the button below to get instant access. Your voice is too important to be silenced by burnout or by bad AI. And P.S., if I could rebuild from collapse, protect my kids, redesign my life, and build system-driven businesses that don't own me, so can you. The Founder Voice AI system is the first step. Take it today.